Greetings, folks. So we're going to compare these because I think it was interesting looking at in Russia. What do you got here? Well, that's good. Look at this. The our is that recent? Yeah. So I wanted to look at where Socionics is most popular. Right. Let's get the time period right. Is there a way to show this better? Right. Sort of discontinuing. It's not very useful. Is there any way to go further back? Probably not. Interest over time. Again, which one's blue? MBTI. See, we've got Socionics going down. So I remember seeing a bit of a better graphic than this. YouTube search, web search. Right, okay. Right, okay. So we're doing, right, web search, just in general. So look at this. Now, I'll say the Russian Academy of Sciences has listed Socionics as a pseudoscience, and that's probably the Socionics that uses information metabolism, which contradicts linguistics and good philosophy. I won't go into why the information dichotomy is nonsense. Right. So let's get a little bit more detail on this. Past 5 years. Well, there you go. That's in Russia. Let's have a look at Ukraine. Again, you can see what you can see. Let's go back. Right, web search. YouTube search. Let's see if that's 5 years. That's 5 years might be more accurate because is there any way to, well, 2008 to present. So let's have a look at, say, well, worldwide. All right. Well, that's interesting. Has there really been that much of an increase? Right. Web search. Yeah. What happened here? It's a big interest during that thing that shan't be mentioned. That thing that came to prominence in March last year. Right, so it seems that MBTI is taking off, especially in Russia and Ukraine. So another one I like to look at is NLP versus CBT. Now, that's interesting. About why is it picked up there? Oh, YouTube. Let's have a look at websites. Web search might be different. Yes, it is. Isn't that interesting? NLP has gone down for general web search, but on the internet, it appears to have gone up. Now, what do the dots signify? Partial incomplete data available. Right. Now that's interesting. If you look at the distribution, this sort of world map. So, NLP more popular in mainland Europe and Russia, and then CBT more in the Anglosphere, and interestingly there in Kazakhstan. NLP, right. 8% in Brazil. Interesting. Right, so it's not going to be a long video, this. Interest by region. Is this for CBT? So there's a lot of techniques in CBT that are similar to NLP. It's just that CBT has an evidence base of decades. I mean, I remember reading a book that was published in 2013, and in said book, it stated that there were 50,000 studies in CBT and 10,000 in hypnosis. But what the CBT model lacks is a model of the unconscious. The best thing in CBT, in NLP, is the Milton model and the meta model. And NLP has pinched a lot of stuff from other subjects. But I would say one of the problems with NLP has as a discipline in the people that use it is that there's not rigorous training for it. So, for example, Jonathan on this channel has been training for 4 years with Catherine Farber, and he's due to qualify in May, but he's got to put the work in to do it. So that shows the difference rather than just somebody going on a course. And Jonathan knew a lot about Enneagram before he was training with Catherine Farber. So what tends to happen with NLP is paying your pass. Right then. Is there anything else to sort of go? MBTI Socionics. In any other way, that is interesting, isn't it? Like, let's compare that. That is interesting. So this is worldwide. So, okay, web search, YouTube. Right. So MBTI really taken off in that period, but NLP hasn't. So what is the cause of this? What is the cause of this? Has there really been, would be interested, right, web search. Big uptick. So does anybody know out there why? Why do they think that there's been this big surge in MBTI? Has it been popularized by something on a television program or something? Why the big, I mean, massive? Look at this. Over 100%. It's like, you going from what? Here, that's pretty high. 34 up to 100. Right. So let's see what past 12 months. Looks a little bit different on that scale. But Socionics, what's going on here? Right, you know what I should do? Right, I've not got it set up, but let's have a look at add comparison. Right, let's add one. Enneagram. And then I'll add Psyche Yoga as well. Right. Oh, the Enneagram should be so low. You know what will help if I spell it correctly? That'll help. Ah. Ooh. Past 12 months. Let's have a look overall. There's certainly more MBTI Facebook groups. Again, weirdness. What caused that? What happened? Right. Okay, we've got MBTI. We've got since 2004. Psyche Yoga's nowhere. Let's put the unsung hero of typology in. Not much going on there either. So what might be, let's remove this. So let's sort of look at some ones. And let's compare the lesser known typologies. Right. Look at this. Kersey going down. Right. Right. And just for Socionics. Right, anything on here? NLP. Right, but web search. Right, web search. YouTube search. Was hardly anything on YouTube about Kersey. It's sort of this channel and Jeff. There we go. Let's see, past 5 years. Right. That's not much. Right. I think that is enough on the Google Trends, but let's actually go back to where I started. Right, that'd be interesting to Socionics and Psyche Yoga. No, maybe they've not got the data. Right. Is Psyche Yoga one word? Yeah, but the problem is, though, the people searching for it are not going to be searching for that. I'll have to know the Russian term for it. So, whereas maybe when they compare an MBTI and Socionica, the Russian people would write in MBTI, although they've not got an I on their keyboard. But you know what I mean? It's like they're probably, rather than with Socionica, you've got, yeah, for Socionics, they're putting Socionica rather than putting in Socionics. So I don't know, even though it's global, is it confined to search terms in English? Because then the language of the person doing the search is going to change things. But nearly all countries, most of the countries that will use a QWERTY keyboard would actually type MBTI. So maybe that might have something to do with it. And the spelling of Kersey might be different. Plus, Kersey is a name that's very easy to misspell. Right then. Right, I'll stop.